Eskimos or Inuits. The Arctic region provides a unique example of determinism in which the basic needs of the people, socio-economic structure, and cultural ethos have been influenced closely by the environmental factors. The people in the tundra region are still in the primitive stage of development, having a semi nomadic life and depending for their sustenance on hunting, fishing, and gathering in the harsh environment of Arctic waste. The word Eskimo means eater of raw meat. Their own term for themselves is Inuit, which means the real people. Now the question arrives where they live. So let us talk about their territory. The Eskimos are generally confined in the Arctic tundra. The habitation area of Eskimos extends over four countries: United States, Canada, Russia, and Greenland. The dominant ethnic groups who oscillate in the tundra region are Inuits, which is also called Eskimos in Alaska, Canada, Greenland, and eastern Russia. Racial features. If we talk about the racial features, the Eskimos are Mongolite by race. They are short statured people with flat but narrow faces, small snub noses, yellow brown skin color, and coarse straight black hair. Their clothes are of reindeer and other furs. One of the most striking aspects of the traditional Eskimos culture is its relative homogeneity across more than 8,000 kilometers. The main pattern of culture, religious, social, and economic, are much the same. Their main dialects are Inuit in Greenland and western Alaska, and Yupik in southwest Alaska and Siberia. The most striking fact of the Eskimo culture is the elaborate nature of their habitations, implements, and weapons. The Eskimos living in the severe environment lack almost everywhere wood, which is so invaluable a material for most peoples of lowly economy. Bone, stone, and hide, and even snow and ice must take its place. Some of the Eskimos who live along the shores construct permanent stone houses. The stone houses are rectangular in shape, 3 or 4 yards across, with a long, narrow entrance passages. The migratory Eskimos construct igloos, which is also called snow houses. The igloo closely follows the plan of the stone house, but the large blocks of snow cut from a drift of fine-grained compacted snow with a bone of ivory knife are laid spirally and sloping inwards to build up a dome without any scaffolding. The main sustenance of Eskimos is still being obtained from marine Arctic mammals, which they hunt with the greatest skill and with indigenous weapons fabricated largely from driftwood. They could paddle across open water in skin covered small boats. They habituated themselves to meat diet. They use animal oil for cooking, heating, and lighting. They built their winter homes of ice blocks and use furs for clothing and bedding. In summer, they move away from the coast to hunt caribou and to gather wild fruits, sheltering themselves in skin covered tents. They live and migrate in small groups of single families. Their higher needs like games, sports, and music, etc., are also closely influenced by their physical surroundings.